What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bearcats will kick it away first. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Houston's offense will get the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smalls. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roach. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Houston will snap it in the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Russ. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, in the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. We saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Bearcats offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man.
There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Houston offense once again. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Roach. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Behind the chains now on second and long. That's caught. It's Roach. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing to wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Grab near the sticks. It's Walls. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Roach. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. After the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs.
Got some room entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the marker. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Makes the catch. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. That's reeled in. It's Combs. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. Going over the top. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
From the gun, the ground game. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's third and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
Got his man out of the backfield. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have...
Looking for a deep man. It's caught. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. Job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Pulls it in. It's Roach. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Roach. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Smalls. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Finds his man. It's Roach. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
But that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for him.
Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He'll pull it down, breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Houston has it with a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on target this time. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the pummeling has started.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's caught. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it set up on the outside. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Shoot, this whole time I didn't even realize that I was still in Discord.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run.
My bad, y'all. Y'all probably couldn't even hear me the whole entire time while I was still talking.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires on the move.
Ooh.
He's open on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
That's the best tight end in the nation right there.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle.
Nope, short.
And his throw is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Power football with the run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Oh, did he get it?
He didn't make it. They'll have to give him the Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Pulls it, fired complete. There he goes. He's at the 30. Past the tag. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been slow up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive, and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
This is
The Houston offense ready to go back to work.
This supposed to be a
keep it on the
scoreless
ground. They
game,
want
yo.
this clock to move.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to solve.
Wide open space. Touchdown, Cougar! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their
Just
fourth
because of the
straight
fact
win.
that they actually scored, we got to go
With
for
that
this
last
2-point
touchdown, they
conversion,
remain
yo.
undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Adkins. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
We leaving out here with this dub 4-0.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this defense is putting the game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Coles. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's why I
Here's
didn't
this
even want to
offense with a
blitz.
fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got it behind the line. It's Adkins. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Fakes to grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot in the court.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
No!
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Great place to start for this
I'm
offense.
gonna try it again, shoot.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end.
And it's a holding. Yup.
Downfield.
Yup.
And he's
Putting
going
it.
to be
Yup. We
taken down,
kneeling.
but there's a penalty flag.
We are
on the
kneeling the
field.
ball.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out.
Let's see where the safety goes.
The snap sets up to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get